quick demo of the PETZL GRIGRI as well as a couple things to know before buying. So the first thing is that there are a couple different models of the GRIGRI Plus. This is just the original GRIGRI. This is the one you need to get. This is the one that it does what it's supposed to do, and there's no fancy unnecessary features. In my mind, all of the different models of the GRIGRIs that have come out, other than the original, it's just fancy features that I think are trying to market a solution to a problem that likely doesn't exist. So just get the original and put your mind at ease that you're making the right choice here. The other thing you need to know is that you have to have a D-ring carabiner, locking carabiner here. That's what PETZL recommends. So the carabiner that's shaped like a D, and that's simply because when it is loaded, it's going to keep the device in its proper orientation, and it's going to prevent it from moving along the carabiner. So just make sure you have that locking D-ring. In terms of feeding it, it's very, very simple. I rotate the device so that the picture of the climber here is the furthest away from me. I open up the device and I make sure that the strand that is going off towards the climber, so this end here would be tied into the climber's harness, that the end that's going off to the climber is where the picture of the climber is. So very, very easy. Then once you have that, you're going to put this on your harness. Now, how you orient it on your harness is you want this handle here to be on the left side and you want it pulling back. Okay? So I'm going to now place it in the direction that I want. I'm going to feed the carabiner through the holes onto my belay loop, lock it up, and I'm good to go. Now, if you're ever unsure in terms of whether you fed it through the device properly, the rope, you can do a function test. You're going to mimic what it would be like if the climber were to fall, and all you would do is pull on the climber strand. So if it's fed through properly and I pull on this, the device shouldn't allow me to pull any rope through. So let's do that quite aggressively. And there, what you'll see there is the device has prevented me from pulling any rope through, and that mimics a fall. And that is the benefit of the GRIGRI, is that if somebody falls and you're not paying attention, or your hand slips off the rope, that this is going to break for you. Now, PETZL stopped short of calling this an auto braking device because of legalities. They call it a cam-assisted braking. So it's a camming device that assists with the braking. You're always supposed to have your hand on the brake strand, but heaven forbid, if your hand is not on the brake strand, the device should stop the climber from falling. So highly recommend this device if you're into indoor climbing, outdoor climbing. I mean, if you're a climber, you need this device. This is just your basic package that you should have on your harness. Highly recommend the GRIGRI.